could well do that. Game to watch out for those following along with the schedule will certainly be Mud facing off against Atletico of Finland, who had a 15-10 game against Revolution. So clearly will be a battle for second spot in Pool E. So disc is going to sail out of bounds, and Revolution will take the central field position of the brick mark in the hands of Torres. We're seeing a zone look here from Becky.
Yeah, this is much different. We haven't seen this at all yet from the Mud defense.
Cartagena swings to Ospina. Seems to be a zone, but a match coverage on Cardenas. But there's plenty of other shirts on the roster as we see some perhaps very hasty offense coming through for the first time for this O-line. But Ospina calmly finds Cardenas. This Mud cups causing a little bit of hesitation from the pink shirted handlers of Revolution. But Ospina and Cartagena working it well. Oh, look at that, Ospina just rinsing through the zone. And that is a lovely score.
Even if they just settle in and trade these last couple points here, Hannah.
And so as we see the pink shirts streak towards the disc, a little bit of collateral on each other. Cardenas tripping as she goes to pick it up, but easily finding Cartagena. Londoño. Oh, nearly a block there from Mud. But Cardenas used to taking discs under that pressure. Great give goes near sideline, working very effectively. And using the give goes to center. Get that field position. Oh, and just a throw over the shoulder, miscommunication.
Afternoon, which is why we moved the under-20 mixed final to yesterday evening and why these finals have been moved earlier today. The pool comes up from Schmidt. Again, France continually running their stars out there. Will it take the edge and come back in bounds? Yes, it will. Lands at the feet of McSweeney. USA trying to work through the French zone. That's a nice little crease that they exploit there. Kalmus. Back to Miller. Miller, again, the centre of the field, wide open for Kalmus to take advantage of. Dishing it off to Brooks. France will try and transition, but it might be too little too late as Miller just jogs into the front of the end zone to make the catch for the goal.
Is within this Pittsburgh team's capability, then all you have to do is play 2 good games. And unlike many teams, Pittsburgh has been there. They know about how to execute. You see this coaching staff headed up by Nick Kazmarek, who's got titles to his name. And that type of resume, that type of experience, which permeates this Pittsburgh roster, is a valuable one, especially if things go to seed and they match up with a Brown team that's the 2 overall seed that doesn't quite have that same level of experience on the roster.
Talk about legacies starting here as part of the USA Ultimate theme. And Pitt is a very good example. Really Wisconsin too, but in more recent memory, Pitt certainly is.
It's been a few years since we've seen the dominance of the Hodags of old. Wisconsin swings it around against a Pittsburgh zone, mixing up the looks here. And Ted Shuey with a great throw. Spots. Now it is a coffin corner situation with burner orange jerseys all around Liberto, and he takes the hammer to get out of it.
And that's the kind of aggressive shot you should be taking when you're going downwind against this type of zone.
And there's another aggressive shot, and NC State rips off the seal as they get back into the end zone, trail 3-6. And Washington has secured advancement into the pre-quarter round. Texas probably on their way to join them, and NC State hoping they could earn the right with what would be a very impressive comeback.
NC State getting bailed out a little bit on that foul. You can understand why the call is made because Liberto did get demolished there, but that was probably going to be a turnover if the foul didn't happen.
Liberto placed now behind the disc as NC State tries to work their way around this cup. They are pressed against that trap sideline, but with so much space, Liberto is able to put a scuba out. Still, however, they're near that sideline with Schumacher. Liberto frees them up. That creates some motion, and now a aggressive throw to space. We said that that's the kind of chance they may need to take. Schumacher with a little too much mustard on that one, and still within reach. This game has not gotten away from them. They were able to do just enough to keep themselves in it, but they're going to need another run here. Pull goes up from Texas, rolls just past midfield before the wind twists it back the other way and comically evades the pull coverage for an extra 6-7 yards.
Brock Davis 5-holed by his own teammate mid-game.
And Liberto blades one into the breeze over the defense. That's the kind of throw I think NC State fans are looking for from Bailey Liberto. And drops right in to his target. Matt Tucker making it 10.
Liberto